I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Violationxz, dog, you know what it is.
Violationxz, man. People go with this. Why do you get surprised when people are hating on you?
Is it Violationxz? Yeah, you got that source. That's a very important question. Should we be surprised if people hate, Fen?
Why should you be surprised? You know haters, they're going to be there. Haters, they're going to say whatever they're going to say. But eventually, you need haters. Why do you cover haters? Marna get surprised or why Omagala on a lady hater? Why tend to Omagala?
Why make a fuss out of it? In fact, like, oh yeah, all out, or no, you know, I got a lot of haters. These people are saying all this shit, like, alright, it doesn't make sense to a certain degree. I never thought about it that way, ne? But come to think of it, I think when you're born, Vele, ne, in life, there's always been haters. But
Yeah.
like, hate is just something natural. Not hatred towards you, but hatred for what they see you as or what you actually achieve. And that, in a way, is interlinked with envy and the desire to have what you have. You know, or the total dislike, or rather, how do I put it? Like, you know, when someone is intolerant towards what you do because they cannot do it.
Yeah.
And that comes from us being babies as well, dog. That's something that's always been there.
Yeah. Besides the point, we get that, okay, when I really hate Hakamontlega, not because of they hate your work or they hate what you are doing, they hate what you bring up and all your hustle and all that, but people are going to generally hate personally. They're going to just start hating you for who you are.
Man,
not the way you put it.
As I was saying, that starts with being a baby. Remember when we were babies, now you might have like a young toy or something, and then there would be this baby that's just gonna grab it like it's nothing, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And how do you act up on that?
You cry.
As a baby.
You know, naturally, we're still crying about the same things we were crying about when we were babies if we're complaining about haters.
Okay, and now you know we're not getting any younger, so how do you, we control our young dad and okay, on a lady hater, but you get surprised. How are you supposed to control that?
I think though, like, with that, you don't really control it, you just accept and move on. Because think about it, Nat. Since you've lived, how many people, like, have been there that didn't really like what you were doing or what you are about as a person? Think about it. It's a lot. You can't even count them with one hand. Yes, I think social media just like amplified this whole hating concept, because that's the one place where people say it straight up. Because you know people are thugs behind their phones, dog.
And normally, you know, hate comments and generally hate comments, they're the ones that have been like cycling around. They're the ones that get most popular comments and most popular views. People, they have something to say bad about you. Hey,
come on, man, this is life. You know, let's not sugarcoat things, and let's not try to act like some of this shit isn't entertaining. Okay.
Yeah.
People generally like weird stuff. Nah.
Weird.
If we were if we were to focus on all the good things all day, every day, how would life be? Think about it. If we were just focusing on positive things, if let's say even the news, if you were to watch a news bulletin or to read a newspaper, it only focused on positive things.
But bad news is good news.
How is bad news good news?
Because of people always don't expect the good. Yes, bad things always make the people talk. We all seeing around all the news platforms, what they concentrate on, it's because of hate. Or sometimes it can become of being politically correct.
So in a nutshell, can we safely say, like, the reason why negative stuff circulate a lot around social media is because people are bored and are generally looking for something to talk about?
That's one other point. Yeah, thank you for raising it up. That's one other point. I think people are just, it's wrong for them to keep quiet. They cannot let something pass in front of their nose. You can't snooze on it. You can't snooze on it.
You just have to be a part of it.
You just got to be a part of it. If it's a movement, hey, come on. It's a movement. You got to go with it.
But whatever happened to independent thinking, if that's the case? Just sitting down.
Independence comes with it. It comes within personally, individually. As a person, you got to be independent of your own lifestyle, your own type of way you live in. That's who you are.
Yeah, no, I won't lie. I like hating. I like haters because a world without them, I think I'd be miserable. I need someone to hate on me.
Do you think good is bad?
Look, man, people won't hate on you if you're not doing something positive. People won't hate on you if you're not doing something that they cannot do. Or they can do, but they are scared to do. So that means I'm constantly pushing myself. So why wouldn't I appreciate hate? I worked hard for haters.
So you mean you deserve haters?
I deserve haters.
So how many haters do you have?
I don't know. I don't keep count, man. Like, why would I keep count? I know there are people who really don't like my steez, don't like the way I move. I'm cool with it. Don't like what I do. Don't like they don't like what I represent and what I'm about.
Do you participate in hate comments?
I was on social media. I've been on social media rather since 2006. Before that, there was no social media, unless if you really count that other chatting service, Mixit or whatever, Mick33 or yeah.
So it's been a minute to be in social media.
I've been on social media for a long time, but I've never been one to air my dirty laundry in public. You know, I don't want to be someone who like responds to all the hate comments. While in real life, when I hear people saying things, I don't respond to everything I hear. Why do it on social media? I'm not that type of person, so I don't respond. I don't see why I should respond. Because the next thing someone sees my response, they do not know me personally. And then they start judging me on that response. Like, oh yeah, this guy, shit. Like, this guy, this is what he's about.
Yeah.
You know?
One another thing, Twitter. Would I be wrong if I say being grilled in Twitter is part of hate?
I think you invite people to grill you on Twitter.
You invite people to grill you on Twitter?
I think you invite...
Or rather social media per se.
Look, you open yourself up to it. You say some things... Okay, I know you're expressing yourself, and self-expression is not a crime. But you know you're in the public space, and you post something that you know might arouse a certain type of unwarranted attention. And you still do it anyway.
Okay.
You know, so I think you invite people to grill you. It's like with us, like, you know, like when we chilling as boys and stuff, right? When we're with the crew, squad deep and whatnot, and we start like maybe sneak dissing each other and stuff. And then as a part of the conversation, you say something that might sound some type of way, and then we end up jumping on you.
And you know there's going to be that one person who's going to see the other way.
Exactly. I think that a similar principle applies to social media. You invite people to grill you. If I were to, like, dude, I'm skinny. I've never been into lifting weights, none of that. If I take my shirt off and I post a picture of me half naked, what am I expecting? On Twitter, no hard.
I don't want to see half body naked picture on my timeline. So I want to tell you straight up.
I think you invite certain things towards your direction, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, with being grilled there, you open yourself up to it because people won't just grill you.
So are you surprised that someone hated on your shit?
No, I'm not surprised. Look at my skin color, bro. Like, I'm used to hate.
So what about, in general, being surprised at haters? The main concept of
that's what I do not understand.
Today.
I don't get why people make a fuss of haters. That's what I do not understand.
So the only best way is to move on.
Look, man.
Do you?
As I said, we need haters. Haters are healthy, you know, because a world with no haters would be dull, honestly speaking.
So haters are like...
and they keep you on your toes. Think about it. Haters keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't want to see you win, and you're actually winning, but they're always throwing shade, they're always accusing you of stuff, saying unpleasant stuff, right? Yeah. You don't want to prove that person right. Because if you prove them right, they win at the end.
Do you think people put work behind their hate comments, though?
No, I think most haters are lazy people, honestly speaking. Because if you have the time to sit and dislike another man or another woman's hustle, clearly you're not doing something valuable with your time. People on the move don't have time for hating, dog. Think about it.
Yeah.
Is that you know how hard we work, dog? Have you ever had time to actually sit down and hate on someone?
Nah, I ain't got no time, bro. I got no time for that.
You know, like Zebra, like, I think, yeah, most haters are lazy people. If they're not lazy, it's one of those things that they conform too much to society and what society expects of them. And they're surprised that you are actually exceeding that in terms of the way you live, in terms of pushing yourself.
Yeah.
You know. So for me, when we grow up, dog, it's one of those things that people always have standards. One of the reasons why I don't hang around with a lot of people is because of this particular fact. People always expect you to be like them, to talk like them, to dress like them.
Yeah.
You know, to be on the same wavelength with them. Once you start taking it up a notch, then you have problems. You know.
Yeah.
Once you start deciding that, or once you decide that rather, okay, I want to be in my own lane. This is how I want to move.
Yeah.
I don't want to do what everyone is doing.
Yeah.
That's generally going to raise a couple of hoorahs, you know.
Who is this guy? Why are you doing this? Who do you think you are doing this?
And
I think someone can do better than that, but no one, except you're doing it.
You'd be surprised at some of these comments, and this is what's painful about this whole hating concept, and why I learned to just accept it and move on and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Right. When it comes to hating, most of the haters you know are people that you actually grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
Or people you went to school with. These are people that you've known your entire lives.
Yeah.
The people who hate on you the most, you can have a million haters, but the people who hate on you the most are people you've actually been cool with at some point in your life.
Yeah.
You know. But yes, I don't know, guys, what you think. So just drop us a comment and tell us, why do you think people still take this hating concept personally, given that it's something that's always been there?